adventure. I got you and your vibes in my mind, I can't get them out, no matter how hard I try. I need you and your heart next to mine, yeah, I'm all about keeping it you and I. When you're here, you spark chemical reactions, your aura strikes like lightning. Got no words, I'm just drowning in attraction. Only one way to describe it, it's electric. Can you feel it? You got the only touch that takes me high. It's electric, I'm up in my feelings. Got double vision 'cause of you tonight. It's electric.
There's no doubt, gotta get out of this small town. You took my heart from me, now you're everywhere I see. Set me free, let me fly, let me find new kinds of highs. We're just wasting here, waiting for another year. We both know the score, we've been here once before. So many words unspoken, you took my heart, it's already broken. You don't have to wait, I can take the pain. I will surrender, let me go on a new adventure. space, explore the world and find my place. Hope you find some peace of mind. Hope the night was worth your time. Threw my heart away, we won't see another day. We both know the score, we've been here once before. So many words unspoken, you took my heart, it's already broken. You don't have to wait, I can take the pain. I will surrender, let me go. It's a new adventure. On a new adventure. You'll find me dancing on my own. Nowhere to be, nowhere to go. In the rhythm, I don't think of you. Don't call me up when you're feeling blue. You'll find me dancing on my own. Nowhere to be, nowhere to go. In the rhythm, I don't think of you. Let me go. It's a new adventure. It's a new adventure. I will surrender. On a new adventure. I will surrender. Let me go. On a new adventure.
I got you and your vibes in my mind, I can't get them out, no matter how hard I try. I need you and your heart next to mine, yeah, I'm all about keeping it you and I. When you're here, you spark chemical reactions, your aura strikes like lightning. Got no words, I'm just drowning in attraction. Only one way to describe it. It's electric, can you feel it? You got the only touch that takes me high. It's electric, I'm up in my feelings. Got double vision 'cause of you tonight. It's electric.
there's no doubt. Gotta get out of this small town. You took my heart from me. Now you're everywhere I see. Set me free, let me fly. Let me find new kinds of highs. We're just wasting here, waiting for another year. We both know the score. We've been here once before. So many words unspoken. You took my heart, it's already broken. You don't have to wait. I can take the pain. I will surrender, let me go on a new adventure.
Explore the world and find my place. Hope you find some peace of mind. Hope the night was worth your time. Threw my heart away, we won't see another day. We both know the score. We've been here once before. So many words unspoken. You took my heart, it's already broken. You don't have to wait. I can take the pain.
Adventure.
I got you and your vibes in my mind. I can't get them out, no matter how hard I try. I need you and your heart next to mine. Yeah, I'm all about keeping it you and I. When you're here, you spark chemical reactions. Your aura strikes like lightning. Got no words, I'm just drowning in attraction. Only one way to describe it. It's electric, can you feel it? You got the only touch that takes me high. It's electric, I'm up in my feelings. Got double vision 'cause of you tonight. It's electric.
Sorry. Hello everyone and welcome back to Dota 2 FSL Elite. I'm your host, Sophie, and I'm here today with Commonwealth Game winner, Auroraa. She is our guest analyst. So how are you feeling, Auroraa?
Hello, I'm feeling really excited because like I haven't really been on this side of the tournament. So yeah, I can finally like watch all four, like fight for the championship, and I don't have to be in there, so it's not as tiring, and I get to relax, but I get to enjoy the good sides of Dota. So yeah, I'm pretty excited.
It's a little bittersweet, right?
Yeah, it is.
So tell us about the Commonwealth Games. We gotta know. We have to know.
I mean, I think I treated it like any other competitions, but it's definitely more important to me because it has always been my dream to, like, represent my country and then, like hold the flag. And yeah, we came out as, like the gold medalists. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of my team. But I think just like any other competitions, definitely like it was really stressful from the start and even during the preparations as well. So, but I kept telling myself, "Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make
Make
it."
it till you make it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
do remember you saying that before.
Yeah, it's really about like mentally you have to just prepare yourself to take on what is like coming at you. So
Right.
it's not even really about the game anymore. It's really how well you can stay focused, not be clouded by anything. Like I think then I realized the importance of having like to be able to play in the pods if you're playing on stage, because otherwise you're gonna hear like everything, even with the noise cancelling headphones, like you're still gonna hear a lot of the things. And like when we hear the crowd, like definitely it's good when they cheer for us, of course. Like you're gonna feel like, oh yeah, even though like you didn't have such a great time in the game, but when they're cheering against you, then you also feel it. You also feel like, oh shit,
Yeah.
oops,
Well,
that kind of thing.
that win must have felt so good, though. And speaking of wins, let's go bring up our bracket and find out who is going to win some of our games today. Right now, we have RAWR versus OO going on at 12 p.m. And at 3 p.m., we have Foxy Gaming versus Red Horse. And then at 6 p.m., we have whoever comes out of those two games. And they're going to play in the lower bracket. Tomorrow, we're going to have the grand final. So that's going to be a huge day. It's going to be a best of 5. But for today, that's 3 series and all best of 3s. So, it's going to be a long day. Or are you ready?
It is, but I'm so ready.
You're so
because,
ready?
it's like I think it's the first time that FSL has ever, like have a best of 5 grand finals, and then I think it's just really exciting to be able to, like see more games from the teams. I talk about how I'm excited about the tournament, the teams, but I'm also sad that today there'll be 2 teams that'll be out of the tournament. So yeah, because I think like the games between the teams, like no matter upper brackets, low brackets, like these 4 teams has just been really intense. Like they give us really good games to watch, and it's never one-sided from any of the teams. So I think it's just like that's the true spirit of Dota. Like it's not about who won, it's about who refused to lose, refused to die. That kind of spirit. So it's really sad to know that 2 of the teams will go today.
Right.
Yeah.
That's Otomo's favorite part, though, is seeing all the tears being shed and, seeing who gets to stay, who gets to go. But we will see our faces of the players that are playing right now. Let's bring up the lineups. So RAWR versus OO. I'm assuming that you've played against these ladies a bunch of times before, Aurora. Are there any like
Yeah.
standout players that really shine on either of those teams for you?
I think since I've known most of the players from both teams, so the one that really stand out to me is like Yue, the mid player from OO, because it's like her first few times on FSL, I guess. So I haven't really seen that many games of hers compared to the rest. So I'm really excited to see like what she's going to bring for the team as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have you played with any of them before in the same team?
I think I've played with Hishiko. I've played with the girls from RAW as well. At that time they didn't have a mid player, so I went to stand in for them for another competition or something. It should be FSL as well, but then it didn't last very long. But
Oh.
it was still great. It was a great experience.
Mhm. So based off of like these teams, just like from the players that you know, who do you think will win?
Now that's a very tough question. Um, Obviously, I would hope that OO would take the game one because that would
Mhm.
create a lot of hype. And for like Raw being like one of the most experienced teams, like even though they are called Raw now, but previously they were known as Pacific Pink, so they have like a really established history in this scene, and I would say they are the ones with more experience. So if they are the one to go down in the game one, then like it's more likely they are the team who will be able to put up a better fight in game two.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Me and Otomo talk about this frequently. How like one of our favorite parts of these tournaments is like because it's like it's not as meta. Like people don't pick like the
Yeah.
super meta heroes all the time. A lot of times, sometimes it's really comfort picks. Like
Yeah.
2 days ago, we saw the Sand King mid pick twice. And we just see a lot of like other different heroes, ones that you wouldn't see normally in like ESL, Pro Scene, like DBC. So that's like the fun of it is just getting to see like all these kind of new heroes, different play styles. So is there any heroes that these girls like are comfortable with that it's like it's super like oh my gosh you have to ban this, like this is terrifying if they play it?
I think for like Raw, they have always did this like big team fight drafts.
Mhm.
So for me, if I have to play against them, I'll definitely ban things like Mars or like Park. All this like it just gives them a lot of leverage on team fights, and I don't want them to have that advantage. But for OO, like I said, I've never seen Yue play as much as other players did, but I would think she's one of the driving force in the team. So I've also seen the other teams like ban out a lot of heroes, and I think they did the right thing, because the one thing that you really must do when they have a player who is a driving force is to get out of the comfort hero or the like meta hero as well. So yeah, that'll be what I'd be expecting from it.
Right, right. All right, so our draft is ready. Let's go on and head over to see it.
5 seconds remaining.
Bands and who is the meta picks?
Dire team pick.
Let's see.
Classic
Aha.
Dawnbreaker. Every single
Yep.
game, if it's not banned, we always end up seeing it.
Yeah, angry mid player noises. Because like we don't like shrine heroes because it gets hard for us to burst them because of usual
10
mid heroes we have to
seconds
play.
remaining.
But you'll never know where this Dawn goes, right? That's why she's so good in
5
first phase.
seconds
That's why
remaining.
every team is like practicing her and like, making sure they can pick her in the first phase. But
Right.
like I said, everyone is practicing, so everyone has also been practicing against her.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess for them, it's better to fight something that you are expecting than to like, oh, let's ban Dawn, and then suddenly they bring out something that you were not prepared for, and then like it creates kind of confusion in your team as well. So I think it's fine to let this hero go, and it's also good to see that teams just pick her up since
Right.
she is the meta. Yeah.
Like you were saying though, RAWR banned out the Mars for the RAWR, like kind of team fight hero. But I also like how RAWR banned Nyx with the intention to pick Dawnbreaker because Nyx is a really good counter. And they pick Enigma and Crystal Maiden.
Now that's new because I have not seen Enigma from OO, not even from Melody. Like I would assume Melody will be playing it, but yeah, I've not seen this Enigma pick very often, especially in FSL. I don't think like any of the teams has ever picked this hero like until now.
That's so true. I remember like
Yeah.
in my time playing and then ever since like watching, I barely see Enigma being picked up.
Yeah, and I think like from these teams they always like to like pick heroes that can do things all the time, like with low cooldowns and stuff. So it's really rare. It's really surprising to like see this Enigma pick from them. But I guess OO has always like surprised us with like very different kind of picks, very refreshing lineups. So yeah, I guess it's their thing.
Hmm. I like the
And
Bat
look,
Rider pick. It's very strong too. We saw KJ the other day demolish the mid lane.
yep. I mean, I think Bat Rider is just sort of broken this meta. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
I think he was already really strong before this, but then like Valve like it's our baby. Let's make him stronger, and then they did. And even with the balancing, I still think he's like still very strong. And especially I think the meta now it really favors the mid heroes that can like buy boots of travel. I think because you don't have the small camp anymore in like the mid lane, so like it's harder for your team to distribute the farm. So I would think like heroes like Lina, Bat Rider, all these heroes that can build boosts of travel and are strong, like laners at the mid, like stable laners as well. So I think they should be the most contested heroes in the meta right now for mid
Hmm.
especially.
Bat Rider is also kind of one of those heroes that like if you are really good at it and if you're like super like you can easily like just outplay the enemy mid and then you can really take the reins of the game. Like it's like one of those pub stomp heroes, where like if you dominate the mid lane, the game is practically over from then.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing though. Like there are heroes that are good at pubs but not good at competitive.
Yeah.
But this hero is good at both. How's that fair? Like in competitive, fine, you can't dominate the map as usual because like the enemy team expected that and they won't let you do it. But like when you have your BKB, you can literally take another hero out of their team, even though they have BKB.
Right.
So that's really not fair, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's like you don't see as much of these like team fighting heroes also in pubs like Enigma. It's kind of hard to come by because it's not like you can communicate very well, especially in C. A lot of people don't want to use their mic, or a lot of people are really toxic. So sometimes there's just no point. You might as well play something that you can just solo carry off of. But that's also the nice thing about these like competitive games is that people do pick these team fighting heroes, and like the team fights in general are so fun to watch. So many spells and cool effects, and it's just so pretty.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like thinking how would RAWR actually try to stop OO from doing their thing, because as now you can see they don't actually have like stable stunts
Hmm.
that could like stop the Enigma, stop the CM as well. So I think they kind of need to think about that, even though like in terms of tempo wise RAW should have the advantage, but still when OO comes together as a team, I think Raw will have quite a hard time against that.
Hmm. I think though,
Let's
like,
see.
oh,
Oh,
Slardar.
so it's a support
Interesting.
Enigma then.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it should be a Hishiko's Enigma because she does play like unorthodox heroes on her pos 4, even though Enigma is not that, like uncommon
Hmm.
as a support, but I guess usually you would see him as like a 3 or a 5, but as a 4 it's kind of rare, but I think it's fine because, like you have a Slada in the lane, like he's fine dishing out damage on his own, he just needs, like follow-up stuns, follow-up slows, all this. I think it's going to be okay. But showing the Slada this early has always, like not been great. And let's see, yeah, the Winter
Oh,
Wyvern.
that's a good pick.
It's a really good pick. It like solves the problem that they didn't have previously, like they have to take care of the Enigma, and now, ooh, the TA. Interesting.
I am getting a sense like I feel like this game is gonna be in the bag for RAWR like in the early game because they really have those like early fighting heroes. Well, you kind of do need like certain items to be able to like do anything on OO. Like from their picks right now, like Slardar, you can't really do anything without your Blink BKB. Like especially against like Dawnbreaker, Bat, Wyvern, it's gonna be really rough.
It is, and I can't seem to see, like any direction that OO can go right now to stop what Raw has in the back, because like you said, it's really fast tempo for Raw, and like it doesn't seem like they have any answer for this TA as well. Like when you're drafting against a TA, you want, like heroes that can smoke towards her. But
Mm-hmm.
I think like with Enigma and CM you can't really do that. Oh, it's really a TB. So I would think one of the best heroes against TA would be TB, but then I think for OO's lineup right now, they really don't have the advantage in the laning stage in the early phase. So I'm not sure if this TB will be able to, like come out and take over the game. But we can definitely expect some really good high ground defense from them. Like
Mm-hmm.
especially they have like Enigma, CM, and with a reflection from TB as well. I think they'll do fine there. But let's see if they can last that long with this lineup.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just also like RAWR has really good global presence. Like Batrider is so like you can easily get around the map with your boots of travel and you're just naturally very fast. And
Yep.
Dawnbreaker with the ulti, like if TA is farming and then she ever gets ganked, you could always hit the Dawnbreaker ulti back and TP in from anywhere. I mean, Wyvern, I guess you just have to TP to a tower, but still like they also do have that extra sustain. Like they have the heal from Solar Guardian plus the Wyvern Cold Embrace, while
Yep.
there's nothing to really keep OO side alive right now.
Yeah, and the Vivant is really the one pick that, like sealed the deal, because if there's any damage coming up from the OO side, it's definitely physical damage. And they have a Wyvern. So I think OO might have a little bit trouble with that. And that's why I think Raw is banning all the mids that are stable, but also can deal like great amount of magic damage, or even say
Mhm.
pure damage. So yeah, they took out the Lina, they took out the Quad, which is like what I think OO would really want.
Mhm.
But we have seen Yue play the OD yesterday especially, and I think she did really well in her laning phase. And yeah, I guess like it's not really a problem for them, even though what they really need is someone who can, like go around the map like this Bat Rider can. But I guess if you play as 5, you can still stop what Raw is trying to do.
Ooh,
Ooh,
wow,
it's a
Pengo.
Pango. So it's a Dawn support.
Offlane Pengo.
Yeah.
Or it could
I
be 4
mean,
Pengo, 3 Dawn, right?
true. But I think like probably you would want a core to take care of one of the lanes when Tia is hiding, and then so that the Bat Rider can have the priority in like just staying behind, and
Right.
like going out and catching people, whoever is farming outside alone, all these things. So yeah, I think uh Pango will be able to do that for the team. I think Dawn can as well, but usually you would want the Dawn to take the risky lane. Ooh, it's a storm.
Storm. I don't know.
Now,
Like, hopefully the team synergy is strong on the side of RAWR though, because I would hate to see like the ults not properly stacked on top of each other. But I like the Storm pick. I mean, it's one of those heroes that like you can easily target some hero like Wyvern that's like both squishy, but is also like a huge problem.
yeah, I think OO will like have a bit of problem with the damage dishing out, even though they have the catch, they have like all the initiators, but I think they'll have a little bit problem with the damage. But let's see, let's see.
Mm-hmm. So after the draft, who is your pick?
I would say in terms of a draft, I would pick Raw. Definitely, they have a better team fight. They have a better scaling lineup as well. So
Hmm.
yeah.
I would say the same. And I believe our casters are ready. So let me hand it over to Otomo and Harry Freak.
Hi, thank you so
Oh,
much for that, Sophie. Yeah, thank you very much, Otomo. We have kind of a decision there on the panel. Who do you like in terms of the draft?
I think, I mean, I like a lot of what they said because they have a lot of problems going through refraction charges when you look at it. They don't have that many multi-hit hero that we see, like maybe Enigma with the mat, like what's it called, not Mal, like the Midnight Pulse kind of does a decent amount where you can remove refraction, but feels like they're gonna have a lot of problem going through refraction. However, you have Enigma, you have a Slaughter who can also go through, like they have a good amount of BKB piercing, and I think OO might be the better team, so I'm gonna go with OO. And it feels bad disagreeing with the Birmingham champion, but I'm gonna have to do that. What about you? How do you feel?
Um, I feel like RAWR has a better draft. The problem I see is that Batrider really hates playing against minus armor, and when he starts running in, if the Batrider dies, it's gonna be a problem for them. So I think there is something they can exploit.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I definitely agree with the panel there, thinking that that RAWR does overall have a better draft.
So I'm alone on the OO mountain, where the rest of you are all RAWR side. All right, I see how it goes. I see how the cabal works. You know, you guys all put together and me by myself. It's fine. It's fine. You all have hair. I don't have hair. So there's another differentiator right there.
Yeah, not really the cabal. It's just normal
Common
things,
sense.
you know. We have, yeah, it's just common sense. So, you know, we're gonna be going into the game now, and you know, thinking about the lanes here a little bit. Storm versus the Batrider. How is that one supposed to go? You know, this matchup is pretty much as old as time, though we haven't seen the Batrider that much in recent days. At least not until the patch came out.
I mean, I think KJ has just been an insane mid. Like she absolutely dominated the series that against Foxy Gaming. I think that, you know, this, at least the first 5 levels until UA gets the jump, she has to be very careful. I would go all like on the for the Batrider. If you're a little bit, you know, too gung ho, you go close to the tower, you might be pulled in, you take some damage. But overall, I think KJ is going to be taking the mid lane. UA is a great player, but I haven't seen the same lane dominance that KJ has had. So I would go in with the Batrider.
Before, I mean, today when we were talking, you asked the question: is Doom a good position for? So now we're gonna be seeing an Enigma, and that kind of, for me, those two are kind of the same. You know, they farm a lot. They secure the lane in different ways, I guess.
Yeah.
So you know, you playing those greedy position fours, how do you feel like the Slardar will do? You know, a pretty early Slardar pick, and then he's gonna be laning into a TA plus the Winter Wyvern. You know, I wouldn't want to be in his skin, to be honest.
To be fair, I love what with the flag bear. I think Enigma got a big buff as a support because you can just deny the flag bear and you can deny 40% of that creep wave. Like that's a lot of value right there.
You can't. I think you can't, right? They specifically said it cannot be targeted by creep denying abilities and it said example demonic conversion.
Really?
I think that
Says that in the patch?
Yes.
I am good. I was going to go. Well, if you can't do it, it's still a very, like, it's still a good hero. Just you can take away the ranged creep. That's good by itself. And yeah, Slaughter's gonna suffer a little bit, but you're not up against like the toughest lane. Winter Wyvern is a good harasser, but TA just brings physical damage. So I think Slaughter's gonna be all right. You have Enigma with you. I don't think the Slaughter's gonna suffer too much for OO's side.
We'll see how it goes down. Speaking more about the Slardar, you know, are we gonna be seeing the Amar build with the Mask of Madness, or are you more leaning towards something like a Blink Dagger?
In this game, we might need her. She might need to go with Blink Dagger early on because it's unlikely that Enigma is going to get that fast Blink Dagger as a position for support. So she might need the Slaughter to start fights. However, they might consider like, no, we don't need. We already have a Storm Spirit jumping in. We have Enigma jumping in. We just need the Slaughter to be a big body because early on, that's the only body you have. You're not going to have Enigma, Storm, or Crystal Maid in the front line. It's going to have to be Slardar. So there's arguments for both. But with the Storm Spirit, I think Slardar can go for the Amar build. You know, that seems to be becoming more and more on trend, where people are like, yeah, let's build the offlaner with as much stats as possible. And I think Meredy would go for that style. She is a very gung-ho player, so she might say like, nah, I want Blink Dagger, because that's how she plays with the Mars, with the Sand King. She just jumps into people with the Blink Dagger. But in this game, I think a Mask of Madness is fine. And you are right. By the way, the flag bearer cannot be denied by demonic conversion. I'm crazy here.
That doesn't matter. You know, some people don't read the patch notes; they just play the game. So maybe you need, you know, a few more days of non-stop pubs to get used
there.
to yeah, to get there with all the little tweaks. But I've learned that people who actually don't read patch notes that much and just play the game actually end up you know, learning a bit more about it. You know, just reading it, you're not really gonna be getting all the facts right. So now all of the connection issues are gonna be dealt with, and we're gonna be seeing Magic taking some damage overall. That's most likely not gonna be a kill, though. To be honest, Terrorblade very squishy in terms of HP. Still, once the magical damage is out, there's not gonna be anything that it will be that they can do to the Terrorblade. So talk to me about this top lane. We already talked about the bottom lane. You know, the Slardar are saying that he's going to be fine. CM and the Terrorblade, how is this one supposed to go? They are going to be laning against the Pango, so I guess not a lot of pressure, right?
When Terrorblade uses the meta, you can really harass NM a lot on the Pangolier, especially if you have a couple points in Frostbite, because you can't just swashbuckle away. And Ulap, she will be doing a good amount of damage because she's physical and magical. It's all about the Terrorblade meta, as kind of usually is for this hero, right? Need to be very careful though. They're very mobile. I would kind of be more worried for OO's side. I think RAWR has the better like lineup here. You know, Pango and Dawnbreaker against a CM. You're out position just a bit, you'll be dead instantly.
Hopefully we don't see that one. And starting off with a frostbite on the CM, is that something that we see often right now? It seems like, oh, don't have a way to secure the range creep. Do you think that's going to be posing a threat to them as the lane progresses?
I mean, I play a lot of position 5 as well as position 4, and I feel like honestly you would kind of want to take Frost Nova. It does more damage if you hit 2 people. I think the mana cost is also like pretty decent. Let me just check to compare so I don't look like an idiot. But yeah, the mana cost is less as well, so you can get a lot of value out of it. But Crystal Maiden, she might be losing her life in the top lane. She used all her spells. She's dropping low, and we're not gonna see that. It's a little bit too violent.
Yeah, we're gonna be looking the other way, but it's not gonna be a kill. You know, this is the you know, the really good observers, they know when to look, when not, and there were definitely more interesting things happening in the bottom lane where I have to say Slardar is actually doing decently well. You know, yeah. Enigma is securing the lane quite nicely. I thought they were going to be able to pressure him a bit more, but I guess, you know, Winter Wyvern just not that big of a threat early on, and for now, Merida is going to be having a really nice time for herself here in the bottom lane. The one lane that we haven't talked about much is definitely, okay, top lane, there it is, there's the first blood. See what I was talking about? They do finish off the Crystal Maiden, and you know, the squishiest hero on the map will be going down. We haven't talked about the mid lane matchup a lot, and you said Batrider should be doing well, though for now Yua is doing pretty good for herself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little. She does have that burst magic damage that you get from Stack Remnant, so she's not suffering much as well. And KJ, like, yeah, you can harass her, but Yua is just playing it very safe. Like I said, I thought KJ would be, I'm not saying getting kills, but dominating a little bit more. This is a really good thing for OO because for the beginning, I think that Batrider has, I won't say a big advantage, but should be ahead of the Storm Spirit, because once Storm is 6, you're gonna have a lot more trouble catching her.
I'm guessing Batrider usually does need level 4, at least 1 point in Flame Break to get the Storm Spirit closer. Yue, first few waves, obviously, you know, Batrider not the greatest in terms of damage, so it is gonna be a bit tougher to get those last hits. But now we're kind of seeing the pressure mount up every single time Yue has 2 or 3 stacks. She's gonna be keeping herself away. Though for now, only 1 kill. I haven't watched the first 2 days that much. How has the laning phase went? Was it super aggressive? And speaking about aggression, they are going to be going for Sherry. Will be trying to go for the kill right now. Turns around with the melt. There's going to be a lot of damage to the Slardar, and Merida. Okay, she's going to be getting the memo. Get away from my carry. Naomi just pokes her nose, and it's time for a back out from OO.
To your question, no, we've had pretty quiet laning. Like, we've had long games, and they all start with relatively quiet laning stage. Like, yeah, there might be a few kills, but it's not like, you know, that when the lane stage was like one team's like, you know, 12 kills. Usually it's pretty quiet. Hishiko, she takes a few hits, but she's gonna be fine. This has been one of the very long game tournaments. Oh, KJ?
he's gonna be she's gonna be okay. Okay, even the high ground missed though. Even if that one connected, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But that's a bit weird for me. I guess with the Batrider, sometimes you can get pulled into it, wanting to dive the storm, and then you run into one or two remnants, and suddenly you're out of HP. So for now, the only hero that has died is gonna be this Crystal Maiden, doing pretty well on the Terrorblade though, but of course you're not going to be able to close out the Pango. So looking at the map right now, where do we expect most of the kills to happen? Okay, saying that there it is, where it's going to happen. The Crystal Maiden smacked into the ground, Ulap, and then they get another one for themselves. Magic obviously not going to be in any kind of trouble. No more spells on the side of RAWR, but still, it is a nice kill for them. Is this top lane the one that we should be looking at for kills, or do you feel like there's going to be somewhere else where there's going to be a lot of action happening?
I think once the mids hit level 6, we might see I mean, look at that action happening right now, and KJ going for it, but she's like, nope, that's a little bit too much damage. And yeah, UA is really aggressive in this lane. I think top we might say two more kills, but mid lane, once they both hit level 6, they'll start being a little bit more active. And it's kind of expected. Like you said, Crystal Maiden, she's basically a creep, but at the same time, you're okay with this because Magic is farming like crazy, and she has been their win. Like, I mean, she's obviously the carry, but she's been the team that really carrying the team in the last yesterday. So it's good that she's getting the farm that she needs.
So yeah, all three of the cores on the side of OO are farming quite well. The Storm Spirit, I have to say, US, she played a amazing lane. Batrider sometimes can get a kill on the Storm, but sometimes it's gonna be a little bit harder. So I think she understands the matchup pretty well. You know, the Slardar farming really well, NM being forced out of the lane. It is pretty much a great laning stage for them. And even the first power rune going towards UA, and it is RAWR that are making all of these rotations. Now UA does have that illusion rune, so even against the Batrider, not going to be that big of an issue. And Ulap smacks the ground, being super mad about what's happening right now, but there is nothing you can do. KG, can she at least get a kill? Can the Enigma fall? Yes, but it's going to come at a cost. One more hit, not going to be doing it, but let's see. The Eidolons trying to protect the Enigma. Their father died, but they will not be finishing off the Batrider. You know, revenge doesn't come out, and in the end, it is going to be a 1-for-1.
There's also a smoke happening here. I think they're going for the top lane, but we'll see what they're going to go for. NM, still level 5, so not quite sure you're going to be able to do this smoke. Just seems like just odd smoke. Ulap's still smoked, she's just walking top. He has a smoke just to get there as soon as you can. And NM should be fine, just has the shield crash. Yeah, they were okay with the O's, okay giving away those kills on Crystal Maiden. It just really didn't matter too much for them because Magic was securing her lane. By the way, check out the denies. 13 on Magic, 16 on UA, 10 on Enigma. Like, the amount of denies they have is insane on OO's side.
Yeah, the levels are gonna make so much of a difference. Magic now, they are gonna be going for her, but for now it seems like she'll be doing fine. The slows, the stuns, the annoyment from the Crystal Maiden will keep them away. Though now you have put yourself in trouble, not that much. They will be forced back, and the RAWR, they do not get the kill on the Terrorblade, but no regen on Magic right now. So what do you do as a Terrorblade? Do you get out of this lane? You have the meta, you probably don't want to right now.
Yeah, at some point you're gonna have to leave the lane. Like, this is the standard Terrorblade play. You know, you have more points in your Conjure Illusions. You just farm the camps very easily. Like, that's the hero. HP is a bit low, so you can be bursted down just by the Pango and the combo from the Dawnbreaker. Even with your insane 19 armor at level 6. Yeah, she's standing next to the tower, but it's 19 armor is absolutely insane. Although Rising Star, is she gonna be losing her life again? Lob's not here, so might not even make a difference.
Yeah, not gonna be making a difference at all. Now Rolling Thunder gonna be there. Has to use the Thunder. Swaps the soul with Ulap. But let's see, NM, he needs a bit more in terms of connections there. And beautiful usage of the Rolling Thunder. Gets the kill. Yue will come over. She needs to do something for her team because she had such a great lane. And will be getting a return kill. But as we talk about it, Enigma died on the bottom lane. There's gonna be a bonus as well. The little fish will get cooked. And it is gonna be KJ with the beautiful rotation as well. The Storm only gets the support. But the Batrider gets both of the heroes in the bottom lane, so very nice trade-off for RAWR.
It was too aggressive of Magic to stay at the top lane, honestly. Like, you're up against, like, we literally just said it, like, there's enough damage to bring down the Terrorblade, even with her insane armor. There's, like, you know, magic damage, Pango roll, like, there's a good mix of physical. I expect Magic is gonna be like, alright, I'm done, lane. You know, never gonna lane again, which is what she should be doing. I'm interested to see what Slaughter is building. Is she going for the Blink Dagger? She is. Just gets the Bracer and the Power Tread. goes for the Blink Dagger. I don't love that, to be honest with you. I do think that she might want to have a little bit more stats, but this will help her initiate until Hishiko gets the Blink Dagger.
I'm kind of afraid for the damage of OO. I think it's gonna be a big issue. The Crystal Maiden didn't have a good lane. Storm did. That is big. But I don't know. What does the Storm even want to go for? Orchid, the Witchblade, the Dawnbreaker. That might be a really nice one. So Yulap should be going down. Rolling Thunder, though, to try to save her friend. And not gonna be happening, though. It's still gonna go down. But the Crystal Maiden taking some damage. NM, can she get a return kill on this one? Nice footwork there from the CM. The Swashbuckle wants to get out, but the Enigma comes from the side. No Black Hole at the ready. We'll go for the kill. Just murder them. It doesn't matter that it's gonna cost your life. Just show the teeth to the enemies. But still, they do come out ahead in that trade.
I love what NM did, by the way. She didn't want to swashbuckle early because she knew that she wants to get the kill with the roll. But Rising Star was like, oh, that's okay. I'll just, with my fancy footwork, I'll just dodge everything. So that went pretty well for them, trading the Crystal Main for the Pangolier. KJ, she's like, oh, you guys have stacks? Oh, it's not stacks. She was like, oh, let me just make sure I take as much of your triangle as I can. Do they actually have stacks? I think I saw Ulop stack. Yeah, they do have an ancient stack on the Radiant side for RAWR. That's something that will probably has some idea of because they do have wars near that cliff.
We'll see who wants to take the first one. Will it be the TA or the Batrider? Both of the heroes are pretty decent at taking it. And TA, you need the earlier timing to end the game. The Batrider, you need the earlier timing to actually be able to secure the game. So we'll see where they decide to put it. I guess you want to give it to the TA, but considering that she doesn't have to leave the bottom lane so far, you might actually give that to the Batrider and kind of apply more pressure once he gets the farm, though. Speaking about pressure, they are going to be going for a smoke. Sherry will try to get herself out. Not gonna be happening. It's gonna be, she lets it go. But no, the Solar Guardian, it will stop it. Sun versus the Ice. And we know who comes out ahead there. The Swashbuckle Merity just uses the crush onto the ground. But the one getting crushed is gonna be Slaughter itself. So, they go for a play, but they lose to, at least they're gonna be forcing out the Solar Guardian.
That was a bit, that was a good attempt there, but they don't have much vision of the area itself. So they're like, oh, we see a TA, maybe we can get a kill, but it was just wishful thinking. Plus, they didn't have enough people. I don't think the Slaughter and the Crystal Maiden, they can kill the TA, but not before some backup arrives, and that's exactly what happened just now. Plus, you're up against Dawnbreaker, which is something we didn't discuss. They had global presence, the heal, the interrupt. It's so good against the Crystal Maiden as well as the Enigma Black Hole.
It's definitely not gonna be that great for the side of O. The Storm finds the DD. That one I like. Let's see if she can kill Naomi. Though UL losing a lot of mana, losing a lot of HP. This is not looking good. Does she have enough to get out? Yes. With the cover of the Enigma and the CM, they cannot go forward. They will be seeing both of the supports and NM now rolling, but no one will be caught by that one. So they get themselves out. They're still holding a net worth lead, but RAWR, they pretty much have it on the right heroes. They're TA topping the network chart.
They are farming quite a bit better on OO's side, though. Hishiko is quite a bit ahead of Ulap. Magic, yeah, she and Cher are the same, but UA is ahead of KJ. True Batrider doesn't feel like she needs as much gold. You're pretty, your shopping list isn't as extensive as a Storm Spirit, so you can get by with less, but Slaughter is also ahead of NM, so just doing a little bit better farming on OO's side. And I know the panel was sort of saying, oh, RAWR's team fight is really good late game, but I don't think OO's team fight is any less of a joke. They got Black Hole and Crystal Maiden's ultimate. That's insane.
Yeah, it definitely is. Though I feel like if RAWR do everything well and the Winter Wyvern doesn't get caught, they're still the ones with an advantage.
True.
But this Winter Wyvern, I think that's the main reason they picked up the Storm, because he has one job in this game. Get on top of the Winter Wyvern. Don't allow it to cancel the Black Hole, to cancel the Freezing Field. All of those things have to go through if OO want to have a good fight.
I mean, it's not just that, right? It's also the Dawnbreaker ultimate. There's a lot that OO has to sort of check the box, be like, yeah, we gotta do this, because Enigma cannot be interrupted, and there's two really good interrupts, both with the Solar Guardian as well as the Winter's Curse. So it's a big problem for OO's side. The timing of fights has to be really impeccable.
I like the move now from OO that they're going for the tower with multiple heroes. You have to open up the map. I'd even argue that the Terrorblade should have been somewhere in the vicinity, but we see Magic actually defending the mid lane tower, so it is going to be some kind of a map impact from her at the start of the game. Though the first round of items are going to start coming out. You know, the Deso TA, the Diffusal Blade on the Pango. I don't know what the Storm is going for. What is it going to be? Witchblade, Orchid?
Witchblade.
What does she want?
She wants Witchblade for sure. It's
And
just
does
too
have
good.
it.
Yeah, it's like your damage usually comes out like, you know, you jump in, you do a little bit of damage, and you jump out, then you want to jump sort of back in again. So it's like every few seconds you do a big burst of damage with a static remnant. So it's really synergized as well with the Witchblade. So I think it's been something of an underrated item for the hero. Slaughter, where are we in terms of that Blink Dagger? She got it like a minute ago. So Hishiko still needs a while for her Blink Dagger, but as long as Slaughter has it, you can engage at least. And there's a smoke for RAWR. They're deciding to group up here. They have a Dawnbreaker ultimate available if they need it. They have their two big team fighters here. What's gonna happen? Both teams really say this might be their first big clash in the game right now.
The positioning of OO is pretty decent, but with no one showing on the map, they are going to be somewhat afraid. Maybe they could have pushed the issue a little bit, but afraid of giving away any of the heroes. So I guess they will be keeping themselves away. Considering that they're controlling the entirety of the enemy jungle, and RAWR are too afraid to go play near the outpost despite having vision, in terms of a common economy, this is going to be good for RAWR. And Yue is even going to be hunting. Yeah, Naomi looking very much dead. Let's see, maybe the Solar Guardian does come in to save her, but nah, they're just going to let that one go. In the end, the Winter's Curse is there, but only onto the Solar Storm, so won't be minding a cold bath there for a second, and just walks away easily.
Observers like, check out this double ward. I saw this in ESL where OG was pushing high ground against Asta. They put two wards that were sort of out of range, covering the same area but out of range of each other, and that's what OO is doing here. It's like one gets dewarded, the other one's still there, or they made a mistake. One or the other. It's either a brilliant play or someone messed up. The wards were planted by different people. One of them was by Hishiko, one of them was by Rising Star. So I'm gonna go with they know what they were doing. That was completely on purpose.
I don't know if it was on purpose, but it's not bad.
It's not bad, yeah.
Just the sentry doesn't usually go there to the upside, though it can. So you're gonna be moving it closer towards the outpost. So I think with one sentry, you're not gonna be getting that one down. It is gonna be pretty unfortunate if they do. But for now, considering they're playing that area, it doesn't really matter. Those wards are not going down.
Exactly. Yeah. Like after you put two wards, that's such an investment. If you lose them, it's a big gain for the enemy side. Slaughter gonna go for that BKB. I like that because, like we said, she needs to be a body in this game, Meredy, and that BKB is going to help her out a lot. If once you have BKB, the only thing you're worried about is the lasso, and if you're going to be BKB, using lasso on a Slaughter with BKB, you're not going to kill them down unless Sherry joins the fight as well.
I think Sherry will be joining a fight soon. I think this situation where OO is playing the bottom part of the map, it will stop. Especially them not being able to take the mid-tier 1 just yet, and Sherry has the Deso. That means that the path to Roche is pretty much open for RAWR. They're being a bit hesitant to walk in, but I think they actually can. Considering the positioning of OO, of course, we see everything and they don't. But you could try to force them to the top lane. So I'm expecting RAWR to kind of be rotating towards the pit fairly soon.
By the way, 17 minutes, we haven't seen a black hole yet, but we are getting very close to that Blink Dagger on Hishiko, and she is playing almost like a core. You know, she's got 4,000 net worth. She's a little bit behind NM, but not too far behind. Like this Enigma is going to be a big problem for them. And with the Linkins and BKB, they actually have nothing to go through a bomb lane, though. This big jump by Yue.
Yep, and I'm gonna be fine though. Solar Guardian is there, but if she gets out of this one, it's gonna be pretty bad for RAWR, and it's looking like it's gonna be pretty easy. The Batrider going for a BKB, so no Blink Dagger on the horizon right now, which means the Storm is completely free to do whatever he wants. I'm loving how you have played this game.
Yes.
She's pretty much the one that is keeping everything in line for OO. They don't have a lot of damage, but she's just applying pressure. Now they go for a smoke. So it's going to be pretty big. You get the kill, you get the tower, you will be opening up the road for yourselves and taking it away from the opponents. They go for the Batrider, but not focusing on him because they want Naomi. Okay, beautifully done by Yue. Still has the regen, so can continue going for this one. The Rolling Thunder is out, so you have to bail for a second. There is a black hole. Hishiko doesn't want to use it just yet, but might use it right after it. Let's see. KG. She'll be going forward. There it is, the Blink Black Hole, only onto the one target, but that's going to be a kill. With that, probably the mid lane tower will fall. No, with a pretty nice kill from Sherry, it's going to be beautiful, but look at Magic and the damage. Meredy is just going to be using the Corrosive Haze. They're crushing them. The armor is gone, and now the Batrider goes in. Lasso is just not going to be doing anything. Maybe good against cows, but not against fish. And they go onto the tower. The tier 1 is dead. Looking towards Roche as well with the Corrosive Haze, they might be able to take it, though then again, it is a little bit early into the game, so let's see if it's going to be fast enough.
Oh, they got time, right? They got like 30 seconds without the TA and the Bat Rider. I think they'll be able to just go for Roche. And you can see they are chunking Roche already with Magic in the Terrorblade form, with those illusions. The easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? That's the one. There we go. So,
yep.
Big jump by a nice snatch! Holy crap! As he gets out.
Even got the, oh no, didn't take the Roche. Okay, at least not that. But to be honest, this is not bad for OO, I think. I think this
That's
is okay.
a tip. That's a tip.
Yeah. But this is not bad for OO. To be honest, the TA needs to have the first and the second Aegis for the hero to actually work, the second being more important. And with OO taking that away, TA dies one more time, and it's gonna be a bad thing against the Terrorblade. So I think overall it's fine. But now Smoke, I'm really hoping they find something, because this is not looking good for RAWR.
Not at all. But even look at NM's farm, really starting to fall behind on this Pangolier. Hishiko's going to overtake her very soon. Slaughter's already way ahead. You need to be careful. It's a scary situation for RAWR. They do have all their ultimates coming up very soon. Enigma Black Hole's going to be down for a long time. And that is the big team fight. Like, we saw how RAWR was taking that fight. They were like, all right, everyone, keep your distance from the Enigma. NM tried to control her. In the end, she only got one person Black Hole, and still they lost. So RAWR, they be very careful with how they go up against this Enigma, which they need to. By the way, do you think they have any lockdown for UA? I just realized like their stuns are what? Lasso and Winter's Curse and Pangolier Roll and Starbreaker. Like, these are not easy stuns to land on a Jumping Storm Spirit.
No, I think you have to lasso and kill.
Right? It's like it's very difficult. You can't just use any basic spells.
Yeah, I think RAWR's lineup, it relied on OO not having the damage, and that is not the case any longer. The Terrorblade now being able to join the fights, UA being a big problem. I think UA definitely, for me, the MVP currently of this game,
yes.
Going for KG. But look she knows she's not going for a kill, just wants to force out some rotations, give more time to her team, and there is nothing that RAWR can do about it. They have to react, but then again, they cannot punish.
Yeah, it's UA is just doing such a good job. The way she's just poking, she's just annoying them. She's like, oh, you can't touch me, and she knows it. Like, the amount of disables from RAWR, they have good team fight, but they don't have this basic stun that's easy to land. You know, like a Lion Hex or Shadow Shaman, or like even a Bane in Nightmare. Like, they don't have that ability where it's like, oh, I could just throw a stun and it's gonna be fine. It's like all their stuns are heavy commitment. Starbreaker is just impossible to land as well.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, Storm right now might be known as this hero that can't really zip around that much, but when you're controlling the game this well, a lot of regen runes were there on the Storm, so Yue was able to do pretty much whatever she liked. And they're waiting out the Aegis completely, and RAWR are not doing anything.
Silence.
They're not using. Okay, that's actually a big one. The shard on the TA might be enough, you know, sometimes later to get the kill. This time around, not going to be the case, and now it's going to be RAWR that actually force out rotations, and they don't get anything in return. So pretty nicely done, but then again, you are still the ones with the Aegis, and you're not applying enough pressure.
Now Hishiko's BKB is going to, like, it needs a BKB for her to get her ultimate, because you're up against the Solar Guardian, and the silence from TA is super easy to land on an Enigma who's using her Black Hole. So that's going to be a problem. I love the fast shard by Sherry, recognizing I need this shard. She's not just rushing BKB. She's like, okay, I got some damage, you got some mobility, now I need the shard to make sure we control this Enigma. So that could be a game-winning shard by Sherry. Very clever.
Let's see now what's gonna happen, and the smoke will get broken. Swashbuckle, that's a lot of damage onto the CM. Will they be able to get the skill? It seems like yes, the CM will be taken down. It's just a matter of time. No one is coming even close. They know, Naomi, what is that position? They finish off both of the icy heroes. They get destroyed, and though still has the Aegis. Let's see, how is she gonna be surviving this one? The first life gone. So See, stuns, silences. Will they have enough? They'll have the Malefice. No, not even used up, but the inside of the river. You don't want to be fighting on Slaughter's home turf there. Swashbuckle, though, in just a few seconds. No, Yue comes over. She finishes off the kill. Wicked 6 streak. And they get another fight going their way. I have to say, the positioning of the Winter Wyvern
that was weird.
Really bad in really bad in that fight. Has to it is your main hero, I think, in terms of being afraid. So if you're that deep in, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, because you're up against like a Terrorblade and Slaughter. These guys do physical damage. You get a good curse. Speaking of the Slaughter jumps in, finds. This case can be okay.
Yep, KG though does get the lasso, not gonna be able to get it to the high ground. The black hole onto nothing, and immediately they're gonna get crushed by the Dawnbreaker. Olap wants to get out. No, actually just thrown that one out so that the enemies think so. Stomp in from Yue. No, it's just gonna be to slow them down. Wants to save magic. Is that gonna be a possibility even right now? Push her back, kill her, destroy her, but she's gonna be trading souls with Venom. Now it's gonna be turning around, but no way of surviving through all of that. Yue doesn't have that much mana. This would be really bad. What is that jump? It looks like she had like 20% mana, but the regen rune is there again, allowing her to zip in and zip out as she pleases, but still a really big fight for RAWR. Jump in again. Okay, Yue, she's just styling on them right now. A double kill, a triple kill. Give me more. Nope, just gonna be waving away. Doesn't want to fight any longer, and a good decision. No reason to give that big of a streak.
Holy shit, Yue is on fire. Like, holy god, she's just really crushing this game right now. They lost so much in that fight. They lost the Slaughter, they get a bad black hole, magic dies as well. And then Yue is like, it's okay. I'll make sure it's an even fight somehow by just killing 3 people. Absolutely insane. They need to be careful though. These black holes cannot whiff like that. We had a 1-man black hole, then Ishiko died right after. That was a no-man black hole. She just gets hit by the Sword Guardian. It's okay because the team is doing well, but Sherry is becoming more and more of a threat. And if you miss the black hole on her, or you can't just control her team, you're gonna be in a lot of problems. She's Giga Chad mode right now.
Yep, for sure there. Maybe a little bit of impatience there. I have to say though, Yue, she's definitely shutting your mouth. Like, KG is a better mid laner. She should be winning this match. I think she heard you. I think she heard you because this is looking like someone proving something. Yue definitely crushing the side of RAWR completely. So I think you shouldn't be given that kind of an analysis any longer. These girls, you put RAWR in a pretty uncomfortable spot. Though the one who's gonna be in an uncomfortable spot right now is gonna be the TA. Does have a BKB. Sherry will pop it. Has the haste going forward. Hishiko, no black hole, no way to stop Sherry. Now Meredy gonna pop that BKB. But where's your armor? Where is yours? The bash is gonna start coming through. Sherry, she has been marked. The Crossy Haze is there, and that's gonna be the Winter's Curse. But really, no one to attack, and the starter was already dead. KJ trying to get away. That TP, it's never gonna work. Magic. Now it's her turn to crush, and Yue will never allow this Winter Wyvern to escape. Catches him on the retreat. They lose 2, but they take 4 down with them.
Damn, and M wasn't able to join the fight. I think I don't know where she was, but that is, they threw a lot of effort to kill Hishiko, but without the black hole, she's actually not really worth killing. So that is a very unfortunate situation, and they can just shred buildings. This is a Terrorblade with a Scotty, with a Manta, and I mean they need a little time for all their teams to come back. No Sherry. Sherry's that big damage. Without Sherry, can they even stop them? They're like, all right, well, they respect the team fight coming out broad. They're like, all right, everyone's gonna come back in a few seconds. Let's be careful.
Right now with the glyph being used and the changes that were made, OO can go for all of the outer towers. If they secure at least the tier 1 on top, they can secure themselves the Roche. I think this is kind of a reoccurring theme ever since the new patch came out, that people take the mid lane while the side lanes are completely untouched. But I think now is the time for OO maybe to pressure that one, at least force out TPs from RAWR. Sherry. Pretty much not gonna be targeted for now, I think.
And look at that, the illusions from the TV, just all they need. By the way, this is something that Magic loves to do. She loves those heroes that buy Manta or make illusions because she loves split pushing. That's kind of her thing. Every time we see her, she plays like, she played yesterday Luna, she just gets the Manta style, just pushes out the lane, or she just uses the hero to push out the lane. She loves making sure that her team isn't pressured in all 3 lanes. Like, one of the lanes is always her responsibility to fix, and that's really creating problems for RAWR right now. Three-man smoke though. Who can they find? No, they're just gonna go for Yue. This is a big kill.
You know, does have the status resistance jumps out. KG already uses the BKB. The force staff for the
go.
Crystal Maiden. You're not gonna escape for the physical damage. Now the black hole is gone as well, but the buyback does come out. They want to fight. They don't want to lose this fight right now because that will mean a lost Roche too. Yue jumps in. There is gonna be the cold embrace inside of the river. Yulap is gonna be really cold very soon though because she'll go into the afterlife, going for more. Who do they want to catch? It is gonna be a bonus as well on Naomi, who has died so many times, and we talked about RAWR having the opportunity to get Roche. It's actually going to be 0-0. They're going to have an open path to it if they want to, but then again, they can just run down the mid lane, at least secure the tier 3, if not even the Raxes.
Once the tier 3 drops, they might be able. They could use a fortify again with the new changes, because you can use a fortify every time one type of tower, like a tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. But oh, Yue, big jump here, going for KJ.
Yeah, KJ gonna be going down. That's a black hole that everyone is looking for. Is there anyone to cancel it? No, but we are gonna cancel your lives. Sherry, can they mark her? Yes, they can. The bashes come out. That's gonna be a beautiful Winter's Curse. You will fight against each other. That's the way to win this one. Divide and conquer. You are a little bit too deep. That's a big streak that you're giving away behind tier 4s. No one can help you. You are dead. Even the Raxes, it is not certain that they will fall. There is a glyph. There is no way Magic is doing this. You have to run a new lap. She will not let you do it, Magic. Though pops the BKB. You wanted to go against me. Let's go, girl. No, you're not going to be fighting there. The cold embrace, keeping Yulap alive, and there is no damage that Toho can do. They have to bail. The dive was a little bit too big. Yue, we said so many nice words about her, but she has messed up this time around, and it will give RAWR the chance to recuperate and to fight again.
That's what I was talking about. Remember when we said at the start? With KJ versus you. Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. They got a good black hole, but they weren't able to kill Sherry. We said that refraction, they don't have the heroes to get rid of refraction charges very easily, and you're just dodging a lot of that damage. And now UA's down for about 35 seconds. Will OO be able to contest this? They don't have black hole, nor will they have it for quite some time either. Still 100 seconds. Merity could jump into that fight if she wants to, but it's not ideal.
I'm not okay. Naomi, now I like her position. There is gonna be a lasso as well, pulling in the CM. She definitely doesn't like the hot water, but does have the force staff to get herself away from it. Still, in the end, the CM will go down. That is all, losing one more hero, and the Roche has fallen. The Axe Shard, the Aegis, both in the hands of RAWR. So finally, they get what they were looking for. This is their timing. Can they use it, Otomo, though?
This is the bigger Roche, right? Like you get the shard. Who actually gets the shard? Who are they gonna give it with? I think they gave it to the Pangolier, so that's good for them. They give it to the Pangolier. It's a good shard for her. It's a nice boost of gold, which she definitely needs. Like she has been behind the whole game, so it helps. But oh wait, all right, everyone, I love it as caps like she's like, wait, everyone, stop moving. We have to play the game. But yeah, it's a good timing for them. They need to get rid of Hishiko before the next fight. She will have black hole. That's going to be a risk for them. Overall, RAWR, they're not a bad spot. Oh, kind of through with that dive. I felt like they could have just taken the racks and gone back, but they were hungry for blood.
Yeah, I think considering RAWR's draft, that if you lose the Raxes there and the Roche, the game is pretty much over for you. So, I think they're just being good sports and giving them a chance. You know, yes. That is most likely what happened. UA is like, I'm too good for them. I need to give them a chance. Jumps in, dies, and RAWR can actually play this game. They're still not in that comfortable of a position, but much more comfortable than they were a few minutes ago.
Oh, for sure. And like we said, Sherry has just been absolutely. And what's the girl version of a Chad? What's that? Because she's like Giga Chad, but she's a girl. So what's the girl version? She's not. I know it's not Karen. No, she's not Giga Karen right now because she just. Right?
I don't know. We're gonna have to ask our lovely panelists. Maybe they know. I'm not familiar with that one. But who knows? Maybe okay. Chad.
Okay, Sophy says she's a Chadette. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound very good. But let's look at the items. We have a couple of BKBs here on RAWR's side. We've had that for a while. We have, of course, the Blink Dagger, like Cherry's Giga farmed along with the Aegis. Naomi has the Blink Dagger, and she landed that big Winter's Curse that won them the fight when they were pushing. That was an important Winter's Curse for them. NM also has a Blink Dagger. That's like 4 Blink Daggers on OO's side. Very mobile. And Ulab just went for the Holy Locket followed by the Wraith Pact. And yeah, Wraith Pact is pretty good this game because there's not big hitters that can just remove it instantly.
I wanted to see the Ags on the Dawnbreaker. I feel like the mischance would be a big deal. You know,
Yes.
there would be a chance that one of your heroes cannot die, and you don't really have to be focusing on the black hole because Naomi can do that one. But I guess Wraith Pact is just as good. I just don't like it because there aren't many blink daggers that you're canceling on the side of and plus you're up against the Terrorblade, so your Wraith Pact dies if it gets anywhere close into the fight. So I'd much rather see the Aghanim's, but okay, I'm fine with this as well.
Especially
Still 5k
because
gold lead for go on.
I was gonna say, especially because she has the Holy Locket, so it's that extra heal.
Yep.
Like it's a lot of health. It's 110 with the Aghanim. So yeah, it's 120 plus an additional like 35%. That's just insane amount of heal that you can do in AOE.
Yep. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, talk to me about this one, Otomo. RAWR, they got the Roche, but they're still keeping themselves away. What kind of moves do you want them to make to actually be able to take this one back? Because if you just stay back with the Sagas, I feel like are going to be quite happy with it.
If you can get a kill on Hishiko, remember she did use buyback in the previous fight, and if you can get her out, then you can push. I think they're kind of worried that we take a fight, she gets a big black hole, we lose it, so they can kill her. They can just go whatever. They can do whatever they want. In general, though, RAWR has always been a bit, I'm not gonna say timid, but they're very careful about throwing away a lead. So they don't tend to push their luck. They might just even wait for the next Roche. The best thing they can do though is just kill Hishiko and then try to take her axe.
There is a smoke though coming out from, I think we're mispronouncing their name. It's RAWR, and they will be screaming towards the Slarger, but the BKB does come out. Meredy will be okay for now, but they found Hishiko. That's gonna be the big one though. Blink Dagger will be there in a few seconds, and Hishiko is out. NM just won't be getting the connection and will have to drive away from that tower. They keep all of their heroes alive, but will lose the BKB.
That's fine. Like, you still have some time on the Aegis, you still got 2 minutes and 40 seconds, you can still do something, but you jump by UA. I don't know if she was expecting to find someone or she just wanted to clear out the creep wave, but either way, they're all grouping up together now, and do they want to take a fight? Even though they're up against the Aegis, they still think, we have the team fight, we can definitely take this.
I really love UA's itemization this game. I think is the right one. The Witchblade, it was ignored for quite some time on the Storm, but I think it's the right choice, especially because of the attack speed. This hero likes it. And then you go for status resistance. You know that the only thing that kills you is the lasso, and then after that you get a BKB plus now the Lincoln. So all of the defensive items, and in the late game with the Terrorblade and the Slardar, you will have enough damage. Your job is not to die, to stay alive and actually have mana to zip around. So I'm really loving what UA is going for.
Yeah, honestly, she's been MVP. Like, from the start of the game till now, she's been MVP material, and she just continues to prove it. Way ahead of KJ in terms of farm, just absolutely like being uncontrollable. Basically, she's going for a Lincoln Sphere, which I also like. She's like, okay, the only thing that goes through my BKB is lasso. Lasso as well as the Winter's Curse. I want to make sure at least one of them is wasted every time they try to get me. So it's just very impressive performance by the Storm Spirit so far.
Also, potential play for Lincolns onto the Enigma. I think that's a win condition. The Enigma is getting the BKB right now. You get the black hole, you put the Lincolns onto the Enigma, and the fight is just over. RAWR, they don't have a response. And right now, Sherry is having some connection issues. So, they lost the last fight, and they're now, we're gonna cyber attack you, Sherry. So what about that packet loss? Not gonna be having that good of a time, though. Of course, all jokes aside, hopefully everything is fine. And Sherry, I think she has been having issues from the start of the day.
Yeah, look at that bit of a throw. 91% that they had to go in, just a little too gung-ho. But still a big, very favorable terms. 80% chance to take this game. Honestly, this might be weird, but they might say, let's just take a fight. Let's hope Sherry DC's in the middle of the fight. Like, that's how we play pubs, right? When someone has a bad internet, you just say, let's go. Let's just make sure we take fights while their internet is, they have a thunderstorm over there. KJ, she's going to find UA and gets a lasso off.
should be able to zip out. You just has the status resistant. There's no way you deal enough damage. Storm is not a low armor hero, and it's time to run away. This Aegis is just completely wasted from RAWR, and they will have to run away. The ones that are gonna be roaring right now are gonna be, oh, Naomi gets the blink out, is gonna start flying, but let's see if they can find her in the skies. Fish can't fly though, so Meredy won't be getting there, but they see her. They see her clearly, and the storm is coming over, pulling her into her death. The A on this will keep her alive for quite some time, but not for long. Taking out magic even pops the meta. It's time for the big demon to go for the base of RAWR.
Aegis expiring 15 seconds with a dead Winter Wyvern that does not have buyback. You're up against Enigma with Black Hole. This could be just a Rax for OO. They might just be able to take this. Maybe even go bottom lane. They have some time before the Winter Wyvern's around. And they know Lasso's off.
Winter Wyvern is a big part of the team fight, pretty much the only part of the team fight. With the Solar Guardian, you're not gonna have enough RAWR. They have to keep themselves away. And Magic, she says, let's go for more. Crush them, destroy them. And they'll be going for the tier 3. No more glyph. You already used it on RAWR. The Swashbuckle trying to disarm them, trying to take away their weapons. But Magic just gonna be leaving delusions and getting herself out. The tier 3 will fall. Sans is there. UA, a little bit of trouble. Zimps out. Gonna be completely fine. The Black Hole does come out. Where is the Winter Wyvern? It is gonna be there, but the BKB was already used from Sauder. He was the only one close, but still Sherry now turns around, starts dishing out the damage into the backlines. The Dawnbreaker does fall. UA though in a little bit of trouble here, but turns around. Let's fight Batrider. Let's see who's stronger. The Crystal Maiden will try to cool him down a bit. Just a lot of fire around him. Very nicely done, and a TP out will be successful. Oh, they get out with minimal casualties.
Yeah, but Hishiko, she got a good Black Hole on the TA, but catching no one else, and the team was like, alright, let's just kill them. A nice Winter's Curse interrupting the Black Hole. Mary loses her life as well, and I thought that was going to be another set of racks for OO, but Hishiko's Black Holes have been kind of baiting her team into tough spots. It's not the first time it happens. I don't know if the Enigma really suits her, if that makes sense. Like, it does feel like sometimes, you're like, oh, guys, you got a good RP. And then you RP like one person, your team feels compelled to follow up, and then they all just die. It does feel like that's what's happening with OO right now.
And what's happening with the Batrider is that he's just dead because Yue is doing such a good job. There's even an illusion rune, so can remove the silence. There was a nullifier bought from Sherry. I guess the force staffs are some kind of an issue, but is there really a reason for this item right now?
Well, sorry, which one exactly?
Nullifier on Sherry.
That is weird. Do they have any third? Well, it can remove the Satanic coming out from the Terrorblade.
Really? It's not purgeable anymore, as far as I know. Cannot be purged, right?
Well, it doesn't really say. Wait, let's. An active Unholy Rage, basic data, and I imagine it can, but Nullify, yeah, it just feels like a bit of an odd item here. I'm not quite sure why we should get it. It's not like the CM has any. She does have the Ethereal Blade, Ghost Scepter, and Force Staff. Yeah, it's like maybe you just use it on the Crystal Mage, just get that kill on her.
I guess.
I guess you don't want anyone to get It's not much value though, right? It's like not really an item you want to get just to kill a Crystal Maiden.
I guess if you were ahead, O would be itemizing in a way that they want to survive against the TA, but Slardar, is going for a Halberd. You have the Scotty. I don't think the TA is actually an issue here. I don't think anyone on the side of RAWR is an issue, and this Batrider, definitely not. Just continuing to destroy. UA versus KJ goes into the favor of UA every single time in this game. Number 1, O are crushing it, and it's only a matter of time before the Roche respawns, and it's time to knock on the high ground.
Well, me and you after this will be like, oh, let's see, Satanic versus Nullifier, see what happens. But yeah, this is a bit of an odd item on the Nullifier, but she feels like she has to absolutely get it. It could be another way to break the Linkens, on the Crystal, on the Storm Spirit. Maybe like, oh, let me use it, get another Linkens to proc it, so we keep the Winter's Curse and the Lasso available. So there are options there. I don't love the Nullifier pick on Sherry. There is a bash on the Pangolier though. That's going to be helpful because you can swashbuckle from quite some distance away and interrupt the Black Hole. So that's going to be helpful. And she went for the swashbuckle slash range. So you have a huge amount of, you have a big window to stop the Black Hole. Basically every time you swashbuckle, should be at least one of them should get you the bash.
If you're that unlucky, you won't. But
Right?
I'm guessing that.
If
I'm guessing
Gaben's
that
like,
no.
no, you did not buy enough battle pass levels, you don't get it. That's a you gotta get level 100 and all
Check it.
guaranteed.
Does she have like 200-300 battle pass levels? If
Let me
not, then
let me
check it,
check.
please.
Actually, oh damn it, it's not showing. It's like not showing me the battle unless they didn't buy it. I know one team didn't have
We
it
will know.
yesterday.
We will know if she doesn't get the bash. We will
Exactly,
know at
right?
least.
Gaben's like, I'm sorry, that's not how it's gonna work. Big jump. No, I say big jump by the storms, but instead of just flaming out creeps. Level 25 on the storm, and another pause coming out. This is a very unfortunate for their internet connection. She went for the Overlord bounce talent at level 25 and has the shard, so it's just a lot of extra magic damage for the team.
The Terrorblade is gonna be crushing everyone once she uses that one. Is gonna be literally crushing everyone. Whoever gets close to the fight from the side of RAWR just dies. Even the Cold Embrace is not gonna be helping you that much any longer with everyone attacking you with the overload charges. So RAWR, now they only have high ground defense. They do have a Batrider Lasso, which is a decent spell, but I'm kind of afraid if you pull someone in, it's just gonna be setting things up for and they go for a smoke. I guess you're still afraid of the Winter Wyvern.
Yes, like with Wyvern, it basically curses anyone next to the TVA should be dead. Maybe the two cores that aren't could survive, but I mean I wouldn't risk it. Like TB's damage is just absolutely insane right now.
And being a little bit hesitant despite having the Aegis chase. I guess they did give the Aegis to the Storm, right? So it is a little bit harder for the Terrorblade to just go forward. You have the Axe on the Storm though. Jumps in UA, is not gonna be finding many targets, just gonna go for the TA, and the TA should be fine. Black Hole does come out. That's with the BKB. Where's the Linkus? It's not gonna be put on him. UA, a bit of a mistake, but who cares? It's still gonna be okay. Now the Enigma taking a lot of damage, will be going down. That's the first hero to die. Sherry popped the BKB, he has to move out. The Storm dropping low, but UA will be okay. Still having the Aegis, not gonna be in any kind of trouble. So a buyback does get used by the Enigma. Will be coming back to her team, but needs some time. Maybe they can catch her while she's coming over. The Swashbuckle not disarming the Terrorblade. Magic just stands her ground and destroys the base of the enemy's RAWR. They can just watch and pray that somehow OO just stop, but they will not stop just yet. You still have one Rax remaining. Oh, does have a black hole. Yeah, Refresher Shard was on her. It was a Refresher Shard Roche, so you have to be careful. They should be aware about this UA though. There's gonna be some nice side blades onto the backlines. Going for the TA. Does have the Melt Dispel, so we'll be able to remove that Corrosive Haze and just get herself out. No reason to rush it. No reason to go forward. They can reset. They can end this game once they have all of their resources.
Yep, BKB is still down for the Storm Spirit. KJ is actually moving forward. She's like, let me catch someone. The rest of the team is smoked up behind her. She's providing vision. Is she going to be able to catch anyone here? And that war is going to go. Maybe Aurora's like, it's a little bit risky. They're not spotted here. This is a smoke. They could just find the Crystal Maiden. Yeah, Crystal Maiden loses her life. Nullifier is used on her. And she's out. She has buyback if she wants to use it. Black hole canceled!
That's a really bad black hole. Didn't use the BKB. Hishiko now needs to TP away, but they have the Winter's Curse. Even have the Melt Hit bash, even though Sherry wasn't there. Now she's gonna be bashing her, and Hishiko is just dead. No reason to bash because you're just gonna destroy. Interesting decision to go for a Melt Hit bash and not go for the refraction charges. What is the reasoning behind this? Is the Terrorblade just that good against it?
I mean, I guess they need more control. Like we've talked about their lack of stuns, and they're trying to fix that. Pangoliers got the basher. TA is now also going with the meld bashes. I like it. Like they do feel like they're lacking control, and this is all like steps to fix that problem. I'm also like the 7 refraction shot would have been good. I don't think there's anything wrong with the meld bash though. We saw it just destroy the Crystal Maiden thanks to that.
Yep. Now let's see the tier 1 on the bottom lane. Finally, all the tier 1s will drop for RAWR. They will get those down, but in terms of map control, they're definitely not feeling well inside of this game. 14,000 gold lead for OO. Is there a comeback potential for RAWR here, Otomo?
Oh, for sure. Oh, UA. She's by herself. All right. It's fine. Yeah, there's definitely a buyback potential. A comeback potential for RAWR. Like they have insane physical damage coming out of Sherry. They have a good solid team fight from Winter Wyvern. It's a little bit harder. You are 2 Raxes down. They do need to do quite a few shenanigans to be able to come back from this. But they're not out of the game yet. Like not by a long shot.
I like also Slaughter having the halberd. I mean, 5 seconds
Yes.
without being able to attack. I don't know how RAWR actually dishes out the damage. It has to come out from a mistake. But they haven't made too many unforced errors. And now going for Naomi, the undisc will be there. UF forces that one out. It's time to re-engage or disengage and then re-engage once you have the mana yet again. Naomi will not be defended any longer.
Yeah, good that Aeon disc. It's been paying dividends for Naomi, but UA's like, yeah, let me pop it because we'll pop you right after. We'll get a kill right out once you're down. UA waiting for some sort of ruin. This no mana on her is hurting her quite a bit. She's gonna have to go back to base and refill or something like that before she can engage, giving some breathing room to RAWR's side.
Aegis will expire now, so it doesn't really have to go to the base. We
true.
might even see some cool jump. Let's see if she's gonna be going. No. Okay, so definitely
Just
not going to
farming.
be showing us. Yeah.
Bit lame, Like, come on. We want to see big moves. What the hell? Well, okay, that's a big move. That's a 5-man smoke.
Yep. I guess with one of the Raxes left.
It was very close to the ward.
Well, I don't think it was spotted.
No,
was it? Even if it was, they're getting themselves into a good position, I think.
No, I mean there's the hill ward on, not the one that they walked past, but the hill ward near the lane.
Yeah.
I think that. No, not this one. The other one.
Yeah, I see. I never mind.
Never
still,
mind, right?
Yeah. Still, they're gearing up for a push in the bottom lane. They still have a cheese on the Terrorblade.
She's getting kind of close. She's going near the mid lane here, trying to push this out. This could be a jump for UA if she wants to go for it. But
yeah, Lincoln's doesn't help you against the Agstorm, and look at that with the Arcane Rune, how confident she is to go forward.
Meantime, this range drag's being beaten out. This does not heal, so all this illusion damage is causing quite a bit of problems. They do see that there's wards there, and she even uses big jump by UA.
Yeah, pulling them in. Let's see if she can do enough damage. Okay, that's just a dead Dawnbreaker. The save is not going to be helping them. Pull the fish into the fountain. At least with the fountain, we'll have enough damage. Let's go. The fountain will be helping them kill the Slaughter, and the Glyph will be keeping their axes alive. But not for long. The demon is inside of the base, just standing in the in Enigma's Eidolons and being protected
What the hell
by
is that
them.
blink?
Magic. Yeah, KJ is not gonna be moving away. That's Scotty slowing her down way too much. He's gonna try to make it a little bit warmer with all of the fire around her. Not gonna be happening this time. No one UA needs to jump away. We'll have enough mana to survive. It is now looking really, really bad, but there is still a Rax in the no Rax in the mid lane. That was just a trap. And to be honest, they look like they've won this one against Mega Creeps. What can RAWR do?
I mean, the good thing is that they have TA can clear it. The cores are not so bad against Mega Creeps, but they get the Mega Creeps. RAWR, they're in a tough spot. Ulap was taken out first in the fight. They had to use 2 buybacks on their cores, and it feels like it's just going to be a slow, painful death here for RAWR's side. They could just say, like, yeah, we got Roshan coming up in maybe 40 seconds, maybe 3 minutes, 40 seconds. We'll just wait for that and then end the game very carefully. There's a trap here by RAWR's side that spots it when it comes out, but might just get dewarded.
I'm actually impressed by the composure of some of these teams. You know, you've pretty much won the game, and OO are like, no. We had that one pub, we had that one scrim, we had that maybe one official where we threw the lead away. And Yue, she's feeling really confident. The rest of them are gonna be like, no, let's be a little bit more patient, because they saw what Yue was or what Yue did when she just jumped behind the tier 4. So they don't want to be dealing with that one again. So they're going to be waiting for the Arcane Rune. They're going to be waiting for Roche. For now, only going to be getting one of those. So it is going to be a 1.5 minutes until Roche. I guess we'll be waiting for that one. Can RAWR contest, though?
Tough, right? I mean, you're up against, like, the Black Hole. You're up against... If you can get a good Winter's Curse on someone, yes, you can contest, but Naomi has such a tall order. It's a very tough job. By the way, they are going to be a bit careful, like you said, because they're also waiting for buybacks. They only have buyback on the Storm Spirit, and actually, I think she just spent her buyback. So they only have buyback on the Crystal Maiden. That's a big opening, honestly.
I don't know how RAWR goes down the mid lane. I can see the TA pushing it down, but it is just way too tough. Look at these Mega Creeps. Look at those clubs that they're carrying. They're ready to club down everything, just running in, ready to die for the cause of OO, sending them into battle. They're fighting their wars while they're all just farming, getting themselves stronger, and getting themselves to a position when you're going to be unable to lose this game. Though I kind of feel like they're already there.
Yeah, I feel the same way, honestly. It's just so hard. Buyback is now available on Magic. UA is going to have it in about 100 gold as well. So everyone just getting there with the buybacks, making it like killing them once is going to be tough for Roar. Killing them twice feels almost impossible. And they might be able to kill them 3 times because Aegis is going to come up in 10 seconds. And we'll be like, yeah, let's just take the Aegis. We'll play it safe. Jumping by UA.
Cherry?
she
Okay,
knows.
they're gonna know she's there. They're gonna know she's there. There's gonna be another remnant. Goes for another meld, and just with an axe will be getting herself away. So psionic projection does allow her to live. Sherry will be fine. I guess that's a necessity to have that one, considering that you're up against mega creeps. You need to be able to split push.
Oh, well, looks like Naomi takes a big hit. Aeon Disc is popped. Do we see any sort of big jump here? And looks like she's just gonna be fine. Lucky her. And Sherry, all back to the mid lane, sorry, the bottom lane, making sure she can push out the creep waves. Like you're saying, it's tough. Like it is a very tough situation they're in. But that's what happens when you're, mega creep. There's no easy solution for you.
Yeah, right now it's split push. Try to get to the ultra late game. You'll have enough
There's still a
items
trap. They didn't take the
maybe
trap.
to deal. Yeah, they didn't take the trap, but they took the roach in 3 seconds, I guess. So Aegis again gonna go for you. They know who they're dealing with. Like this girl, she likes to go deep. So just give her all of the resources that you can. Here, have a cheese. Here, have an Aegis. Or maybe they're just bribing her. Just please don't dive the enemy fountain. Please, here, have it, the Aegis. Have
Whatever
the
you
cheese,
want.
have everything.
Just
Yeah.
let us hit the throne. That's all we want from you, UA.
We'll see if she's gonna be fine with that one, because I mean, a lot of reason to be feeling confident. Naomi, though, her Aeon Disc was popped, so now her head will be crushed completely. Oh, the bashes and the disarms coming out on the storm. She does have a hex, though, and look at this
Lasso on
one.
Hishiko.
Your thrower is in trouble. Lasso onto Hishiko again. The Enigma is gonna be caught, but now the Terrorblade drops in the terror wave. Everyone is afraid, and they should be, but the Rolling Thunder not gonna be helping them too much. The Aeon Disc on NM. He has to run away right now because the Terrorblade does so much damage. Julap, where did you come? You came into the hands of the Terrorblade, who is way too strong, and the storm jumps in, gonna start pulling them in, but the Terrorblade jumps in. I wanna kill my Slaughter, I'll kill everything. Friend, foe, it doesn't matter. Everybody dies. That is just gonna be the approach of demons. The stun onto the Crystal Maiden will stop the ulti there, and it's an ultra kill for Magic, making it a rampage because she killed her own teammate, and now coming into the fountain, gonna start crushing the one rampage. Give me another one. Is there a triple? No, because all of you are already dead. Magic is so powerful. She doesn't only kill her enemies, but her friends as well. But
A few times, but they didn't care. Like that was their job to die and make space for the team. RAWR, Sherry did